Police are now on the scene of a triple murder in Bedward Gardens in St. Andrew. It is understood that 3 men were shot dead by gunmen. Preliminary reports reaching the news team are that the men were among a group of people gambling shortly before 5 a.m. A gunshot was heard, but the group continued to gamble. It is reported that shortly afterwards, they were pounced upon by gunmen who opened fire on the group, and everyone fled in different directions. It was later discovered that 3 men were killed. Police said their identity have not yet been ascertained.
Now I have something to talk about, and I'm gonna say it because it could happen to anybody's child. It could be anybody's child that this happened to. Yesterday my son came home and he said, the first thing he said when he came home was, "Mommy, these teachers are evil." I laugh and I say, what do you mean by the teachers are evil? He said, "Mommy, I didn't get any lunch today at school." I said, what? He said, "No, I didn't get any lunch." I said, "Did you tell the teacher that you didn't get any lunch?" He said, "Yes." He went to the teacher and said, "Miss, I haven't got any lunch." And the teacher reply was, "I'm not going to give you any lunch because I didn't pay for it." No, be minded, I pay for these kids' lunch 2 weeks in advance. Whether or not I've paid for it 2 weeks in advance, my son said to me, "Mommy, my classmate says to me, Jamar, why are you not eating?" Jamar sat in that classroom for the entire day without any lunch to eat. A 6-year-old baby sat in the corner of a classroom without no lunch to eat for the entire day. Now you're telling me that you couldn't look at that baby, that 6-year-old baby, and give him the lunch and say you might listen. I say, "Okay, I'm gonna call your mother because you have my number." Call your mother and say, "Okay, I'm gonna ensure that I make sure your mother know about this and I will reimburse you the balance." You're telling me you're so heartless of a mother that you sit down as a teacher and watch a 6-year-old baby sit in the corner of a classroom, oh God, man, and eat nothing for 8 hours. Jesus, God, how comes mankind becomes so heartless? Teachers are one of those who I know they are called, but because of money and greed, they will tell me, say, you couldn't give a child a lunch, and even call the parent and say, "Listen, the child is not eating any lunch. What am I supposed to do?" And then the craziest thing about it, I paid for that lunch. They miscalculated it, and you're saying, I am upset and I'm hurt. I'm hurt more than how I'm upset. I cried yesterday and I prayed out loud. I'm saying, is this still happening? It could be anybody's child. Could I be a teacher teaching the grade 1 class with the babies and watch a child go without food for 8 hours? Jesus, God, what kind of heart you have, woman? Are you a mother? Are you a mother? Jesus. Hey, telling you, heartless act. Heartless act.
Two employees of the Hilton Hotel in Rosal, St. James have died after the vehicle they were traveling in collided with a traffic sign on Friday morning. They have been identified as 30-year-old bartender Akeem Gardner of a Sandy Bay, Hanover address, and 25-year-old chef Tiana Dixon of Albion, St. James. According to reports, Gardner and Dixon were traveling from work in a Toyota Axio motor car being driven by Gardner in the direction of Montego Bay at about 12:05 a.m. when upon reaching an intersection in the Providence area, the car collided with the traffic signal. Following the impact, Dixon was thrown from the vehicle, however Gardner had to be extricated from the vehicle. Both received a number of injuries and were later pronounced dead at hospital. The traffic sign was also broken by the impact of the crash.